Good evening, dear viewers. Welcome on the evening edition of the Flash Info on the Faites, avec television. Cameroon Paul Biya finally reacts to killing of children in Kumba. The head of state, Paul Biya, has finally reacted 48 hours after the killing of at least 7 children in Kumba, southwest region of Cameroon. Paul Biya has unmuted himself for 48 hours after at least 7 children were killed at a school in Kumba, Meme division in the southwest region of Cameroon. The children were killed last Saturday, October 24, when armed men invaded the Mother Francisca International Bilingual School in Fiango, Kumba, opening fire randomly before taking off. Over a dozen others are presently receiving treatment at various health centers. I learned with great sadness of the horrific murder of several students of the Mother Francisca International Bilingual Academy in the town of Kumba, Paul Biya said in a message posted on his Twitter handle. I condemn in the strongest possible terms this barbaric and cowardly crime against innocent children. I have also instructed that appropriate measures be taken diligently to ensure that the perpetrators of this despicable act are apprehended by our defense and security forces and brought to justice. I address my full solidarity and sincere condolences to the bereaved families as well as the educational community. I join my wishes and the deepest empathy of my wife for the prompt recovery of the injured. Over 3 million withdraw voters cards, some 3,084,288 Ivorians have effectively withdrawn their voters cards over the period of October 14 to 25, representing 41.15% of the 7,495,082 registered on the national polling list, the Electoral Commission has announced in a statement on Monday. In accordance with the provisions of the country's electoral code, voters who could not withdraw their voting cards will be able to do so on election day, October 31, in their respective polling stations. The statement added, the IEC concluded by recalling that the number of polling places at 10,850 and the number of polling stations and 22,381 remain unchanged on the national territory and abroad. The Ivorian presidential election is constitutionally scheduled for October 31, but the opposition have called for a boycott of the exercise. 4 candidates are in the running, including incumbent Alassane Ouattara, Kwadjo Konan Bertin, Henri Konan Bédié, and Pascal Afingessa. Bamenda Women Mourn call for peace. Women in Bamenda, chief town of the Northwest region, have taken to the streets today, October 27, 2020, with tearful eyes seeking an end to the war and killing of children while mourning in the death of the unfortunate children in Kumba. They stormed the Stonac Street, the Savannah Street, Commercial Avenue Street, and later on marched to the residence of the governor's office, carrying peace plans. Speaking to the governor of the Northwest region, the sorrowful population demand for an end to the 4-year-long crisis and also the end of killing of innocent children. Later joined by youths, both male and female, Bamenda witnessed an active day despite the separatist call for a ghost town today. The population joined their voices to denounce a ghost town, unjust murder, and seek for the return of normalcy in the English-speaking zones. This demonstration comes days after the barbaric incident that happened in Kumba, as women in most regions have taken peaceful protests to the streets, demanding an end to the killing of children. Bafoussam, Kumba, Yaoundé, and Douala have in the past days marched peacefully in the same light. We take you to France, where Mali on Monday nursed different opinions on whether to talk to jihadists to help end the Sahel state's 8-year-old insurgency, with the French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian ruling the option out. During a news conference in the capital Bamako, French Foreign Minister distinguished between engaging with armed groups which had signed peace accords and terror groups. According to him, his position was shared by the United Nations Security Council and the G5 Sahel countries. After international pressure, Mali's military junta handed over to an interim government which is meant to stage elections within 18 months. It is not that Mali has borne witness to conflict since 2012, and thousands of soldiers and civilians have been killed since then. Intense fighting has continued despite the presence of French and UN troops, prompting many to argue that dialogue with jihadists is the best way to end the bloodshed. This is all we have for this evening, dear viewers. Thanks for watching till the end. See you tomorrow for another edition. Until this, have a good evening.